Good morning, everyone. My name is Darren Thompson. I'm the executive director of the East River Dog Park Group. We have been the group that's been advocating for the Texas Avenue Dog Park, the first dog park, public dog park east of the Anacostia River. I just want to say right now, just thank you, especially for all those who have helped when we've hit roadblocks. Special shout out to Ebony Rose Thompson, Councilmember Henderson for all of their help and advocacy throughout this process. And we're just so excited to show that Ward 7 dog owners and Ward 7 dogs are loved as much by the city as dogs in any other ward. And this park really shows that today. And with that, I'm going to silence my voice and introduce Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful dog park on Texas Avenue. Let's give a big shout out to DPR. Thank you, DPR. I want to thank you, Darren, for that introduction, and the East River Dog Park Group for your advocacy. I want to thank the Department of General Services. Let's give DGS a big round of applause. DGS is the real estate arm of DC government and construction arm, I should say. And they have just done a great job, and I can't wait to hear more about this park. You've heard me say 1,000 times that DC residents from every point in Washington, D.C. across all 8 wards want similar things: great housing, great schools, safe neighborhoods, reliable public transportation, world-class parks and playgrounds, and yes, dog parks. So I am just really excited to be here to cut the ribbon on the first official dog park east of the Anacostia. And I want to thank DGS for bringing the community's vision to life here. And of course, DPR, who makes the fun happen for all Washingtonians. I also want to thank the local businesses that perform this great work. My understanding is that we had a 35% CBE participation goal, and we exceeded that goal to achieve 62%. Representing $600,000 in work. And you will see, and I'll let Delano talk about all the amenities here, because this is a larger park. It's separated actually into one for our smaller and larger furry friends. And this dog park is not just a recreational space. It's part of our commitment to accessibility. And we know that dogs help build community, and this park will be a catalyst for more neighbors meeting each other and having a designated space for dogs to play. I'm grateful to DGS and DPR for their combined efforts, and let me just say a couple of things about our investments in the 2025 budget. These two teams will be busy in Ward 7 for many, many years to come. The budget has $224 million in Ward 7 DPR investments, including the Hillcrest Aquatic Center, the Fort DuPont Ice Arena, the Joy Evans, soon to be open, Joy Evans Therapeutic Recreation Center, and the future indoor sports complex at RFK, and many, many more things to come. And so with that, we want to hear from our executives at DGS and at DPR. But before we do that, I'd like to turn to our at-large council member for a few remarks. So with that, Councilmember Henderson.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. Good, still morning. Good morning, everyone. Even though the weather is not weathering in the way that we hoped, there's a lot of smiles on people's faces. This has been a long time coming, and I want to thank Darren and the work of the folks in the community who have been pushing and advocating. I don't even know how many emails have been sent, how many phone calls have been sent. For a little bit of context and background, I added funding for this project my first year on the council and the budget, and 4 years later, here we are. So it's a really exciting time, and I want to thank both Director Freeman and Director Hunter who took my calls, and every time that I asked about this project at the hearings, maintained steadfast to ensuring that amenities were equitable, and this is one of them. So thank you so much. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Delano.
All right, good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Delano Hunter, and I'm proud to serve as the director of the D.C. Department of General Services. And I'm so happy to be before you today for this ribbon cutting here at the Texas Avenue Dog Park. I remember about 6 months or so ago in early December, we had a groundbreaking. There was an overcast. It was dreary, and we all were kind of down in spirits, right, because it was announced earlier that day that Monumental Sports was headed to the other side of the river. I just want to say what a difference 6 months make. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a great day. The sun is out, it's shining, and it's a great day to celebrate. So I just want to thank Mayor. I want to thank, really, it's my job to thank folks that helped to make this possible. And first and foremost, I want to thank Mayor Bowser for her leadership. Let's give her a hand. She continues to invest in recreation assets. It's no coincidence D.C. remains by having the #1 park system by Trust for Public Land for 3 consecutive years, and it's because of these investments. Also, I want to thank the community for your patience. I understand that this project took some time. We started off with one architect, one general contractor. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, and GCS Siegel came to the rescue and helped us to deliver this project. I want to thank Councilmember Vince Gray in his absence, at-large Councilmember Christina Henderson, our DGS project manager Jamie Johnson, and also the entire CCSD team, our capital construction team, for their work. So I just want to tell you a little more about this project. What you'll see here is a larger dog park, right? We knew it was important to begin with a larger dog park in Ward 7 because it was the very first, and we expect increased usage. Additionally, you'll see a bioretention area. You'll see various water fountains, shade structures, also a grill for public use. The goal is, if we were going to do it, we wanted to do it right, beginning in Ward 7. So again, there are just so many folks to thank for bringing this project into fruition. And now I also want to thank our colleagues at the Department of Parks and Recreation. I want to introduce DPR Director Thenie Freeman. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Again, good morning, everyone. My name is Thenie Freeman, and I am a proud resident of the beautiful Ward 7, a proud dog parent, and proud to serve as the director of DC Parks and Recreation, where the fun happens for all of our residents, our babies, our teenagers, and our puppies. One particular puppy in particular I'd like to thank is Barrow. Barrow, right on cue, Barrow. You having fun, Barrow? We love it. See, that's what we do. And thank you, Darren, for your advocacy. Thank you, Mayor Bowser, for your investments. Thank you for your accountability, Councilmember Henderson, and thank Mayor Gray. Councilmember Gray in his absence. The new Texas Avenue Dog Park will allow our dogs, Barrow. Ebony left her dog, the other one, because when we did the groundbreaking, my dog was so excited to talk to her dog that he took her legs from up under her, and Ebony was on the ground. And now she's standing up, and so we're just excited to see her with no injuries. So my dog couldn't come today, but she will learn to socialize, right? See, not having a dog park, right, exactly. We didn't have this amenity, so now we can teach her how to do it appropriately. Not only will it be a space for community, you can see the tables, and we have grills. We love the dog birthday parties. So go to our permits, dpr.permits, and begin to permit this space. It is for you to use, and we are eager to serve you. Before I leave you, there are a couple of things. We're still hiring for the summer, so tell your cousins, tell your neighbors, all your college students. DPR is hiring. earnwithdpr.com. We love to have you. We're having hiring fairs all over the place. Get ready, get ready. The amenities, camp slots. There's some that have been released. Camp Riverview. You got a week long. You want to send your babies away and put them in good hands. We got you. We got you. We got you. Our programs, our summer programs will launch this summer on Tuesday, starting with our aquatics program and then our regular programs. And with that, I think we are ready to cut the ribbon.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
On the count of three.
Down, please.
1, 2, 3. Okay. I know the members of the press want the dog music to get back as soon as possible. I'll take a few questions. Mark.
Mayor Bowser, on this, I'm just curious, are you a dog person? Do you have
Yes, I'm a dog person.
Do you have pets?
No comment.
Can you tell us how many dog, and I apologize for my attention, how many dog parks?
Let me ask Delano, or I don't know off the top, but these guys do.
19.
Are there more in the works like this? In the planning stages, or?
We currently don't have another one in the planning stages.
There's discussion regarding Oxen Run Park.
Yeah.
But
Does this make 20?
yes.
Do you have a projection as to how many dogs might use this on a day-to-day? Is that a thing that we project?
How many dogs?
On a day-to-day basis.
I don't think we know that, but we do know that this is the first one that it's official, that is DPR, that will be DPR run. And we know that there are dogs in Ward 7, and so we are going to encourage everybody to use it. It's for everyone, and so friends and neighbors who are visiting their friends and neighbors in Ward 7, we hope it's well used. Yes. Sure. I know. I've seen you on TV, though. I've seen you.
And why, in your response, do you think it's okay for you and your office to not be transparent with city taxpayer dollars?
Well, we've tried to be transparent, so I don't know what questions you have that remain. We disclose. I don't know what questions you have that remain. We expect an invoice if it hasn't. We haven't received it yet from Edens, and then we'll pay that invoice.
Can you tell us then what type of travel was involved, or what were the costs involved here?
I believe that the estimated costs are in the range of $5,000 to $6,000 for air travel, and that's per person. Yes.
Why then was this only billed then as just on the press releases going out? Mayor Bowser will travel to Augusta, Georgia as part of sports and economic development visit. And I have been watching other news conferences where reporters have asked you about the trip and you kind of shut them down.
Why was it billed like that? Because that's what it was.
You're not saying who you're going with.
Oh, I did say. I have said.
The chief executive officer with Edens, correct?
Yes.
Whose company has invested in major projects in the city, one of them including $82.4 million in DC tax increment, according to the chief financial officer.
Yes.
So should taxpayers then question future travel? Why does it have to come out now? This was an April 13th trip. Why are we now here on May 10th just getting details when people have asked about it before?
Whatever details we've been asked, Stephanie, we've provided.
In a timely manner.
Yes.
And voters should be okay with that.
Listen, voters have placed their trust in me to make the best decisions for the district for the last 15 years, including 3 elections as mayor. We make no secret about the fact that we make sports investments. We're the sports capital, and we are going to promote the district in every corner of the world. And that has been my experience as mayor.
The estimate you gave, what about the Masters ticket? How much we're talking there?
We were guests of Eden, so they have tickets. It wasn't a ticket that we bought off the street.
So you're not obviously not bought off the street, but you're not reimbursing them for that ticket and Perry's ticket as well?
If they have a cost related to that ticket and they invest for it, we'll pay it.
And then any response to the article itself?
No.
Is it correct there?
I don't know that I've read that article.
It's questioning basically why such secrecy if this is for economic development.
Listen, though, you know the reason why you know about the trip? You know why? Because it was on my public schedule. That's not a secret. Next question. Yeah.
Mayor, Rebecca with 7 News.
Hi, Rebecca.
Have you been briefed about the situation occurring at GW overnight with protesters?
I have, yes.
If you can tell us what you've learned, and is MPD's tactic still the same? Is it changed going forward?
I think MPD's tactics are the same. That they're focused on public safety and government operations and being able to make sure that people can exercise their First Amendment rights. I think their posture is the same. Yes.
Mayor Bowser, on the settlement reached with the 2 women regarding former Deputy Mayor Falchecchio, just what are your thoughts? What do you tell the public about this now that we're learning between the settlement, attorney's fees, and then the council authorized independent investigation? This is now going to cost taxpayers more than $1 million.
I can't speak to anything the council authorized. I think you will have to refer to them. And I can't speak specifically about a settlement. What I can say, Mark, is that we had a very tough situation in the government. We had 2 of our employees that were harmed as a result. We've been expeditious in our investigation, and we believe fair, and the matter is settled.
If I could follow up, I know it hasn't been released, and I know you have not read it, but we're all anticipating the Inspector General's, that report that the council authorized. What are your thoughts as you wait for that to hit your desk, and the possibility that there could be more bad news in either, whether it's your Molk having a conflict of interest, which was, I think, what kind of started that investigation, or if they found other instances of wrongdoing?
I can't speak to anything I haven't seen.
And then can I just one last comment on both? It was reported in the city paper article that you had an encounter with former Deputy Mayor Falchecchio at that event. I know you don't like to talk about your private conversations, but can you just tell us anything about that conversation, that moment? Was it planned? Was it just anything that you can kind of tell us what happened there?
I was watching golf. Thousands of people were there, and John walked by my path. He spoke to me, and he spoke to the people that were next to me, and then he kept walking.
Did you speak with him, or was it?
I responded, of course.
Was it uncomfortable, or was it?
It was
cordial?
a surprise.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
Do you know if he was there? Is he working for Rusty Linder, or do you know why he was there?
Well, I assume he was there to watch golf.
As a guest of Rusty Linder, as you were.
I wasn't a guest of Rusty Linder, but I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you working with Eden on any other future projects right now?
We are working very closely with Jody McLean, because she chairs our Gallery Place task force. So we have been working weekly, and we talk sometimes more than that about how we're going to transform Gallery Place, and we're very, very grateful for her leadership. What about it?
Are you looking for them to invest in the RFK site?
What are you talking about? We don't even have the RFK site.
Are you trying to get them to work on something? If you get a green light to build there and do everything you want to do there, are you planning to work?
Anyone can work there if we get it. And so what our scope is, you heard me mention one thing that's in our budget and planned for, a $60 million project that would allow us to build an indoor sports complex for DPR and for the residents of the District of Columbia. And so let me be clear, me attending, just like we attend with developers, a lot of events, doesn't preclude any developer from being involved with us on any of our projects.
And do you think in the letter
Stephanie,
that go out
let's
on
let
what's
Megan
going
get a
on-
question in.
Yeah, thank you.
Finished. Thank you, Megan. With regard to the information that goes out on your schedule, what's going on, do you think there should be more transparency? Because even with the Dubai trip, we weren't sure at first what was going on, who's paying for the details of that trip as well.
We put out information about my public schedule and the things that are of public interest. And we have done that for 10 years, and it's really no different. It hasn't been different in 10 years. Yeah.
Mayor, I did have one on topic and a couple follow-ups on off topic.
Sure.
Just wanted to loop back to other dog parks. There was some community advocacy in Ward 8 for a dog park a few years ago as well. I thought I heard Mr. Hunter mention Axe and Run as a possibility. Is there anything, are there talks about that, or is there any follow-ups about it?
Delano or Denny, but they have the latest.
Sure. We're in the very preliminary stages of planning for Ox and Run. In fact, we're really proud. We're delivering several new playgrounds in Ox and Run in the coming months this summer. And the dog park is something that's planned in the out years. And also, I failed to mention, we are renovating the Kingman Dog Park in Ward 6. That work will begin this fall as well. So we're really excited about growing our dog park footprint across the district.
Thanks for expanding on that. And then I just have one follow-up on the Augusta trip. Did you seek any ethics guidance or receive any ethics guidance prior to, receiving the $5,000 to go to Augusta?
Yes, and so our decision was we would have just liked to pay directly, but we didn't have the method to do that. So we're going to get an invoice and we'll pay it.
And was there any guidance that was issued to you?
To pay it, yes, to pay our own way rather than we could have accepted a gift from the city to accept the gift. I just believe we pay for our travel, and we paid for the travel rather than accepting it as a gift.
Okay, and then one process question on the settlement. Did the OAG approve the settlement, or was this negotiated exclusively with MOLC?
It was negotiated with MOLC, which is the process. The OAG is involved with lawsuits, and this is not a lawsuit.
Thank you.
Professor, one more off topic. If you would, as a matter of fact, right now MPD is graduating an academy class, and amongst those new recruits who will be the oldest rookie ever to serve in the DC Police Department. He'll be more than 60 years old when he hits the street tomorrow.
Okay.
Your thoughts on that, on the idea that, someone would join the force knowing mandatory retirement is 5 years away for him, but that he wanted to be a DC police officer at 60 years old?
I wasn't aware of that, Mark. I think it's great as long as he is able to do it. And, there's rigorous requirements for our police officers, especially to join and in the academy and throughout their service to the district. So we need all great people who are willing to serve. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.